Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one man is facing life in prison for his role in the murders of a Floyd County couple. Police in Laurel County are asking for your help as they investigate a string of burglaries. And 2 people are recovering this morning after their home explodes in western Kentucky.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It is 5:59 on this Friday, January the 31st. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Madison has the day off. You get Brandon and I, though. It's back to the old days, and we're back to our usual ways, and it's a little bit warmer outside than what we've seen lately almost, but we should expect some rain today. Let's bring Brandon in to give us a better breakdown of what to expect on this Friday. Brandon, good morning.
That's right. Good morning to you, my friend, and that's about the gist of the forecast there. We're seeing some decent conditions right now, not much on live pinpoint Doppler radar. As we take a look, you'll see just fairly a little bit of green out to the west there. We'll zoom in, give you an idea, just basically, but right there on the Jackson-Clay line, back over through Laurel County, central Laurel County, back down towards Somerset. But that's the only game in town this morning. Outside WYMT, we are quiet and we see temperatures in the 30s and 40s, most spots in the upper 30s and low 40s, so that's not too bad. London now up to 40, south winds pushing some warmer air in ahead of that frontal boundary, but 35 Ashland and 36 in Moorhead. 51 later today. Chances for scattered showers will increase throughout the afternoon, and we'll see a mixture of sunshine and rain as we head into the weekend there. Rain on Saturday, sunshine on Sunday, and some warmer temperatures, at least briefly, as we head into early next week. We'll talk about the extended forecast in a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. 12 years. That's how much time has passed since husband and wife Lisa and Alan Tackett were killed at their home in Floyd County. Their young children ran to their bodies moments after shots rang out. On Thursday, their killer was found guilty in a retrial. Barry Hall was first found guilty in 2012, but the Supreme Court overruled the conviction due to graphic photos that were shown during that trial. Connor James was in the courtroom and wraps up this week's trial.
I shot at her, yes, I shot at her.
As Barry Hall's 2008 taped interview with Kentucky State Police echoed in a Floyd County courtroom on the second day of his retrial,
I just shot him.
it reminded many of the March day nearly 12 years ago. The Halls and Tacketts were neighbors and had argued and disagreed for a long time. But as the jury found one day, Hall went upstairs, grabbed his gun, and shot out his window 3 times, killing the Halls.
You were 3 for 3, weren't you?
During the third day, Hall himself testified.
I mean, when I first went out right there, I remember I was going to shoot the ground for some reason, but I don't know if I was going to shoot both of them or not.
Hall's attorneys argued he never had control of himself, that the Prozac and the possibility of it interacting with other medicines led to what happened.
Barry testified to and talked to the pressure building in his head, and for that, he gave him another pill.
The prosecution said that was not the case, that all of Hall's actions were deliberate, as both sides wrapped up with closing arguments.
He shoots her square in the chest, in the exact area that you would fire a bullet or place a bullet if you were trying to hit somebody in the heart.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of intentional murder of Alan Tackett.
The new jury ruled the same as the previous, guilty on all charges, 2 counts of intentional murder and 4 of first-degree wanton endangerment. Alan Tackett's sister recalled that emotional day.
I was such a mess. She called my husband at work and he came home and we went down to Mother's. She's devastated.
As Hall once again could face life behind bars. In Floyd County, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
The jury recommended Hall get 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole for his crimes. Normal sentencing will take place on April 30th at 9 a.m. A woman accused in an 8-year-old murder case pleaded guilty on Thursday. Paul Brewer was shot to death inside his Montgomery County home in 2011. Natasha Martin admitted to killing Brewer. She was originally charged with murder and robbery, but pleaded guilty to facilitation to murder and complicity to robbery. 3 people were initially charged. Charges were dismissed against everyone except for Martin. She is also facing charges in Powell County. In Whitley County, police arrested a man after he fired a gun while attempting to steal a vehicle. Tony Duval was arrested Wednesday after police got a call about a man walking around the parking lot of Baptist Health in Corbin. Police found Duval sitting in a truck with a loaded gun, which they said he stole from the truck. Officers say that Duval admitted to trying to steal the truck. Duval is facing a long list of charges. He was taken to the Whitley County Detention Center. A Johnson County man is accused of using pliers and a hammer to assault a woman. This is Joshua Eric Caudill. Deputies say they found his victim struggling to walk and speak outside of a home. She had injuries to her face, hands, and legs and mouth and was flown to Pikeville Medical Center. They charged Caudill with first-degree assault, among other charges. A man accused of shooting at police during a chase on Wednesday morning is being linked to another crime. Ashland police say 34-year-old John Knotts of Pedro, Ohio, is accused of robbing the PNC Bank branch in Blackburn Avenue back on January 9th. We're told he was a passenger in the car in that case that started in Ohio and ended up in Greenup County. He faces a host of charges. A Western Kentucky man is in jail after deputies say he led them on a chase in a stolen dump truck. This is Richard Rusher. Deputies in Grayson County say they saw a dump truck that looked like one reported stolen. Rusher led them on a chase through a cornfield but ended up stopping against a tree. He ran away, but deputies later found him riding with someone in another car. He's facing several charges, including running from police, receiving stolen property, and reckless driving. Well, people living in one Laurel County subdivision need your help identifying 5 people circling their neighborhoods in a silver BMW. Every time the car is seen, cars are broken into. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds talks to neighbors that say they fear what the burglars' next steps will be.
For those that call Kirkwood subdivision home,
it's quiet. Everyone knows everyone.
Everyone knows each other there. So when a different car passed by on January 19th, things changed.
Woke up the next morning to realize that people's vehicles had actually gotten broke into.
When several homeowners checked their surveillance cameras, this sent fear and anger. More people are going to their cars each day to find cash, computers, an engagement ring, and possibly guns stolen.
More or less trying to track them down and find out who it was. Not necessarily for me to have them prosecuted, but I just want to know who did it, why they chose us, and why they came in here, and are they coming back?
The crimes have not been stopped, but continue escalating. The latest, stealing from mailboxes. The people of this community are asking, what are they willing to do next?
They just keep on and on and on. It's probably better for them if they do get caught. They're going to pick the wrong house one of these days.
The neighbors are offering a $500 reward for anyone that can lead to their arrest. In Laurel County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
If anyone has any leads into who these people are, please contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600. In other news this morning, health officials in West Virginia have unveiled a new substance abuse plan to help deal with the drug epidemic. The initiative was developed to deal with current and future issues. Officials say it encompasses prevention, community engagement, and support, integrated health systems, treatment, recovery, and research, along with the court system, law enforcement, and public education. 24 people died in mining accidents in the U.S. last year. Officials with the Department of Labor say it's the lowest nationwide total ever recorded. Among those deaths were 11 deaths in coal mines, including 4 in West Virginia and 4 in Kentucky. The coal mine total matched the tally from 2018. The Mine Safety Agency said it was reviewing 2 other deaths that could add to the total of 24. A mother and her daughter are in the hospital after a home explosion in Grayson County. It happened Wednesday in Millwood, a small community west of Leachfield. Angela Young and her daughter Joanna were both badly burned. Joanna is expected to be released sometime today, but Angela remains hospitalized. Officials say it's possible a gas leak caused the explosion. An animal shelter in our region is reaching out, and some furry friends are relying on your help. Open Arms Animal Shelter, operated by the Lawrence County Humane Society, is out of funding. They depend on public donations to pay for roof repairs, animals' medication, and facility upkeep. Officials say without a way to pay, they could have to close their doors.
Rags to riches story for these animals. So my hope is that, that people out there will fall in love with Lawrence County Humane Society and help us keep it going. Because without them, we can't keep it going. It's not going to last much longer.
The shelter serves Lawrence and Magoffin counties. You can visit the Lawrence County, Kentucky Humane Society's Facebook to make a donation.
A little bit of spotty shower activity down to the south right now, but that's going to continue to increase as we head through the daytime hours. Live pinpoint Doppler radar down toward London and I-75 coming across the border on both sides there. So we're going to continue to watch that. Not too much going on at UVA-wise this morning. A quiet start to the day. Maybe a little bit of fog in the overnight hours, but not enough to make a difference there. Temperatures much milder this morning. 35 Ashland, 43 Williamsburg. That's the range this morning, and we're going to continue to see that trend as we head to the next couple of days, at least going upwards for the most part. Scattered chances for rain today and tomorrow, but the sunshine returns for Sunday, which is really appropriate for this week. We'll talk about the extended forecast here in just a little bit. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Thank you for joining us on Mountain News This Morning. More news is on the way. Still to come on Mountain News This Morning, how one group is trying to help some of the world's biggest cities with the growing problem. And later, an event we can all get behind is being celebrated today. We'll have the yummy details.